Yo, what's up guys, it's Mikasa here. Today I'm going to show you some simple tricks for beginners, or maybe if you don't know any of these tricks, to improve your melodies. So as you can see, I already have a main melody here, but I'll start with one that I learned a lot of time before. One simple trick is that you can use scale helpers that you can always stick with the scale. So I'm going to use sampler here. Right click, open piano roll. I'll just make another sampler, another pattern here. Piano roll. Click here, and as you can see, you have a lot of scales here. And I can use minor harmonic, for example. Put it on C, hold shift, drag it above and under. And now, if you are using some instruments, I just click here. And whenever I play it, see these ghost notes, they are nothing, just that helping you out that you stick with the scale. So I can play notes. So it will always be in the scale. And you can make your melodies way easier. So this is the first trick that you can use, and it really helps. Even I use him. So I'm going to show what I did here in this melody. So I'm going to show what it originally looks like. As you can see, I already have only one EQ2 here, and this is it. This is this melody. Now for the another melody, I just take the layers, as you can see. Something like pad, ambience, and this is this sound. And for the third one, as you can see, I'll have Valhalla reverb here and EQ2s. And when you export everything, as you can see, this first melody was reversed. So if you are making melody, for example, like this, but I don't think it will sound good. For example, if you are bored, you're always doing one thing always, you can click here, you can flip horizontally and accept. And after that, you can quick render it. Drag it and just reverse. Sounds really different from the first one, but you can always improvise and changing some things in your melodies. You can maybe play with the stretch. Maybe let's put some halftime here. See, now it's similar, but sounds really good. A little bit different from the first one. So for example, what also you can do, whenever when you export a loop or sound, whatever, click here, right click and open in audio editor. It will open Edison. Now what you can do is right click here, see the sample rate, right click here, change, I don't know, maybe for to 3K hertz, resample and click OK. Now it will sound like underwater. Let's test it out. Okay. This is the first version. Oh, I have already half time here. This is the version after I changed the hertz. For example, for this trick, it always came like underwater effect. Maybe you can play with an EQ2 here. For example, let's put it on the channel rack 2, EQ2, and turn down the high. And what I always do with my melodies is playing with the pitch. For example, you can hear this main melody. Now I can pitch it for, I don't know, let's put and copy this, paste it here. It sounds now darker and really different. For example, it sounds the same, but if you can hear, it's really different. And as you can see, this is the main melody after we flipped it. And this is this melody. With only these simple tricks, you can make amazing melodies. And as I can see, I usually in my melodies don't use too much sounds, about 3 maximum or 4. Just don't let them crush each other. When you feel okay, it's good. You don't have to use every time 3 or 4 or 5 sounds. Even 1 or 2 will sound really fire. As you can see on this, I used something like gross beat. It's really sidechain, giving the bounce, and magic switch like chorus. For example, you can use this melody, right click here, open an audio editor, and you can use this blur. It's blurring our melodies. It came out really good. Let's just test it out for now. Let's switch back to default or pitch. It sounds the same again, but it's really different. Maybe let's play with the pitch and do that for this too. Now it's more ambient. As you can see, you can stack 1 or 2 sounds and it came out really fire. So even from these sounds, we came to this. You can maybe pitch it up for 2 cents, for example. You can maybe use this when you are making transitions or something like that. And that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you learned some tricks. You can always change them, making improvises or something like that. You just don't have to use this as with the way I do. You can always make your own unique sounds. So I hope you learned something from this video, and I see you in the next one. Bye.